Right, short date and learn objective, please. Pause the video while you do that. Short date and learn objective. Press play when you're done. Right, okay, I'm not going to add too much in this video, to what you've already learned on the other videos. Could you please, though, copy down these formulas? It really is important you have these in your book, okay? So area of a triangle, area of a parallelogram, area of a trapezium, okay? So quickly, just write those, jot those down, because you will need them when you're doing the work today. Pause the video again while you're doing that. Press play when you're done, please, okay? Right, okay. So just a very, very quick recap of what you've learned already. So when we're finding the area of a triangle, okay, you've got the formula there, half base times the height, or the base times height divided by 2. So if we've got something like this, at present we cannot answer this question because these are irrelevant, okay? So it's this height at a right angle to the base, and that's the key. Sometimes they put them outside the shape like that, okay, and show us a right angle there, okay? So just remember, this is the key, is the right angle from at the base. So say, for example, if this is let's just go for 4 centimeters, or we'll go for 5 centimeters, okay? You can choose. Now on this one, I would probably do the base times the height and divided by 2, because this is an odd number. So I would do my 9 times 5 is 45, divide that by 2, half of 45, 22.5 centimeters squared. Remember, because it's area, we have to have the centimeters squared, okay? Fairly straightforward, okay? Remember to do the dividing by 2. That's the mistakes people make quite a lot with these. Hopefully you will get to some of the questions whereby you have to find the missing amount, okay? You have to find the missing amount. So say, for example, you need to find the height of it, and this is 8 centimeters, okay? And these side bits, remember, are totally irrelevant when it comes to area, okay? Totally irrelevant, the base times the height, and you know that the area is equal to 32 centimeters squared, okay? So again, our formula is half of the base times the height. Now we know the base is 8, don't we? Okay, and that is so it'll be half of 8 times whatever the height is equals 32. Okay, again, just working through our formula, we can work that out. So half of 8 is 4. Half of 8 is 4. 4 times what is 32? Well, 4 eighths are 32. So the height must be 8, okay? I'm just working that out again. So if I can do 8 times 8 is 64 divided, yes. So that would actually be 8 centimeters here, okay? Yeah, 8 times 8 is 64 divided by 2. Yep, 32, okay? So just be careful with those ones where you have to find the missing number, okay? Right. Very quickly with parallelograms, because they're pretty straightforward. I think they're easier than triangles, aren't they? So again, first of all, parallelogram, what we're going to be looking for is the parallel lines, okay? And this is, to be honest, I'm telling you this more for when it comes to the trapezium work. So we can see that these lines are parallel, okay? The single pair of arrows are parallel and the double pair of arrows are parallel. Now we can obviously see that, but just remember, when you're looking for parallel lines, that's what you're looking for. And again, we can't, at present anyway, find the area of this shape. We have to find the height of it. These are irrelevant when it comes to area, okay? Completely irrelevant when it comes to area, the sides, okay? But we need to work out the height. Normally you'll have the height in a position something like this. Sometimes again it goes outside. So if the height of this was 5 centimeters, again, it's really easy then, isn't it? And again, the key being is it has to go up at a right angle from the base, isn't it? 7 times 5, base times heights, 35 centimeters squared. Really easy parallelograms. Okay, if you've got one where you need to find the height, so say for example, again we'll have 8 along the bottom here. So the base is 8, okay, centimeters, and the area is 56 centimeters squared. We know it's base times height is the area, okay, is equal to area. So the base is 8, we don't know the height, and the area is 56. So you're really saying how many 8s go into 56? 7, isn't 7 times 8 of 56. So sometimes you will be asked to find the missing one there, and it would be 7, okay. But you can use your formula to help you there, okay. Basically doing the area divided by the side you've got, okay. Right, on to trapeziums, and this is definitely the one where people struggle, okay. And what you've got to remember is with these, okay, and I've marked in here the parallel lines. I've marked in the parallel lines. So these are the ones I need to work on, okay, to find. And again, these side ones are irrelevant. It's just those parallel lines, and I need to know the height, isn't it? The height, same as with the parallelogram. I need to know the height, the distance between those two parallel lines, okay. The distance between those two parallel lines. In this case, let's just call this 5 centimeters. 5 centimeters. Now you've got the formula there, haven't you? Half, open bracket, a plus b, close bracket, times the height. So the way I look upon it, I'm going to find the mean of these two. And the mean, to find the mean, you're adding them up. You're adding side A and side B, and then dividing by 2. So if I find the mean of the parallel sides, 8 plus 4 is 12. There are 2 sides, divided by 2, it's 6, okay? So the mean of these two is 6. So I like to sort of think of it like that, okay? I find the mean of the parallel sides, and then times that by 6, okay? And then I times that by the height. So once I found the mean of those two, which is 6, I times that by the height, and that gives me 30 centimeters squared, okay, 30 centimeters squared. Could you please have a go at, okay, have a go at question number 4 there. Have a go at question number 4. And pause the video while you do that, and then we'll very quickly go over it. Right, let's have a little look. Now, first of all, I can see these are my parallel lines. I'm not finding the mean between these two because they're not parallel. Remember, a trapezium has one pair of parallel lines, and this is what I have to find the mean of, okay? If I want to, I can swap it round. Oh, I'm not going to be able to show it to you. I can move it the other side, so I can, yeah, like that. I can move around my page, but I don't really need to because I can see that these are my parallel lines because they've got the arrow. And I have to find the mean of those two, okay? Add them up and divide by 2, in other words, okay? So 10 plus 6, 16, divide that by 2, 16 divided by 2, it's 8, isn't it? So the mean of these two are 8, okay? And then I multiply that by the height, and I can see that it has to be at a right angle from the base, okay? That's at a right angle from the base, which is 5. So it'll be 8 times 5. So the area here is 40 centimeters squared, okay? So just be a little bit careful with those, okay? Make sure you're just finding the mean of the parallel sides, okay? Add them up, divide by 2. And you've got your formula there to help you as well, okay? Right, these are the questions I need us to do today. Now we're going to work through this topic quite quickly because we've got to finish this unit by the end of the school year. So can you have a go at these, please, in this order? So do question 5, question 7, question 12, because that means you've done parallel, triangle, and trapeziums, and then have a go at 6 and 8, and then they're the extension questions, all on page 208 stroke 209, okay? Right, good luck with those, everyone, okay? Can you please, this is a new unit, our last unit we'll be doing. When you're done, send it in, please. Even if you haven't sent me work for a little while, okay, send this work in, okay? Even if you don't send me work that you did in the past, send this work in so I can see what we've covered, okay? Right, good luck with that. Cheers, bye-bye.